Hi, I'm Chaz Marler from Pair of Dice Paradise, joined once again by my occasional co-hostess, VBug. And today we bring you a very special unboxing video. Do you know what makes today's unboxing video so very special, VBug?
That the sun exploded yesterday?
No, none of those things. What makes this box so very, very special is nothing. So, as I mentioned to anyone who's actually watching this video series, is that several months ago, we had a bunch of game deliveries that we purchased that we let pile up to the point where it got embarrassing to actually open them on camera, but then some acquaintances at Origins encouraged me to just do it anyway and embarrass myself for everyone's enjoyment. And so, without any further ado, let's bring out the game box delivery that we'll be opening this time. And let's see what games we wanted to add to our collection several months ago. Why don't you open this one with your mind? I can't help but notice that the box still is unopened.
Good chicken. Oh yay, this one actually has actual packing peanuts.
No packing peanut nets.
No packing peanut nets.
What's you gots in the box? Show me. This is the Borg expansion for this neat little game right here, Star Trek Ascendancy, which is apparently just out from... Well, if I pull that out, Twilight Imperium 4th edition is going to fall on me, too. It's being assimilated. Resistance is futile. So this is the Borg expansion for Star Trek Ascendancy, which is an awesome little game of flying around the universe and finding things, including now, that Borg. Would you like to know what comes inside this little cardboard container? Let's find out anyway. Star Trek Ascendancy Borg Assimilation adds an all-new threat to the game. The Borg are an independent menace, attacking players' ships and assimilating civilized worlds. They are also the threat that the previous sentence referred to. If the Borg are not dealt with, because they are a threat, they could overwhelm the entire galaxy. Can the great civilizations put aside their rivalries long enough to face the Borg as a united front? Well, if you're playing with me, then probably not. So that is the first item in this month's box, the Borg Assimilation expansion for Star Trek Ascendancy. Woohoo! You got peanuts stuck to my box. This is an expansion for a game that I never thought would actually have an expansion. This is an expansion for Jamaica. Now, I'll be honest, I'm adding this to our board game collection because I'm hoping that it will solve a problem that I have with Jamaica. See, I have seen Jamaica recommended by many a board game video person. But when I first introduced it to my game group, it went over lukewarm at best. And when I first introduced it to my family, the game ended in tears. But to be fair, that was quite a few years ago, and I think that we have both matured quite a bit since then. Anyway, with this expansion, I'm hoping that this will add a few more elements to the game to make it go over a little bit better with the gamers I know, but still keep it accessible for some of the others that may not be as into board games. But, you know, really only time will tell. And speaking of telling, why don't I go into narrator mode right now and tell you what you can expect inside this expansion. Jamaica The Crew is an expansion that adds 20 characters, each with a special power that add flavor to the game without any big changes or overhauls to the rules. The characters that you have now can be hired when you're able to pay for the fee of a harbor, and they're loaded like any other resource onto your boats. All in all, it adds another little layer of challenge to Jamaica and hopefully even more fun. So that's Jamaica The Crew, the expansion for Jamaica, which was the second item in this month's box. Now, let's find out the third. Ooh! Hunt for the Ring is the next item in this month's box. So this is a hidden movement game based on the Lord of the Rings universe, which I first discovered around PAX Unplugged last year while I watched a group of my friends play it right next to me. Good times. So what makes this hidden movement game unique and different from all the rest? Well, let's find out what the game itself has to say about that. In Hunt for the Ring, One player takes the role of Frodo and his companions, and up to 4 other players represent the Nazgul who are trying to hunt them down. What's more, while Frodo and his crew are traveling, they must resist becoming corrupted by the ring that he wears. This is a hidden movement game that's played in 2 chapters, with each chapter being played on a different game board. Additionally, this game can also be coupled with War of the Ring, with the outcome of Hunt for the Ring influencing how the other one is set up. And that's pretty cool. So that is Hunt for the Ring, a very interesting looking hidden movement game from Ares Games, and the 3rd item in this month's box. Is it also the last item in this month's box?
No.
No, because there's a 4th and final game that came along in this package. The Thing. Which is starting to look like a thing with, oh, they're wet. Oh, God. So The Thing is a social deduction game based on the movie from the early 80s of the same name, in which all of these poor characters are stranded in this Antarctic outpost, and this bizarre alien thing is slowly taking over the crew member by member by member. Will you be the one who makes it back to civilization alive and in one piece? I doubt it, because The Thing is as cruel and unforgiving as an occasional co-hostess. You want to know more about The Thing? I do. Here's what it has to say about itself. So, in the hidden identity game The Thing, Infection at Outpost 31, players will relive John Carpenter's sci-fi classic in a race to discover who among the team has been infected by the heinous, spooky life form that freaks me out so much I still actually have never watched this movie. Players will play as one of 12 characters as they lead a series of investigations through the facility. As they play, the tension mounts and paranoia ensues as players question who they can trust in the ultimate race to save humanity! So that is The Thing from Project Raygun and Mondo, one of 4 games that are joining our collection this time around. And if you've done the work of making it through the video this far, you might as well do a little more work and answer my questions hence. Have you played the... Oh! Oh! Okay, we're done. Have you played both The Thing and Dark Moon? And if so, does The Thing replace Dark Moon for you? Because that is what I'm really the most curious about with this game. Have you played the Crew expansion for Jamaica? And if so, did it take Jamaica up a notch for you and your playgroup while still being accessible? Have you played Hunt for the Ring? And if so, have you actually used it as the variant where it's played as a precursor, a prelude to War of the Ring, and the results of this game actually set the stage and determine how War of the Ring is set up? And finally, have you let your board game collection assimilate the Borg expansion for Star Trek Ascendancy? Let us know what your experiences with all of these games have been in the comments below. And in the meantime, for more board game news, reviews, and commentary, be sure to stay tuned to Pair of Dice Paradise, subscribe, and support the channel if you would like to for some reason. Until next time, I've been Chaz Marler, along with my occasional co-hostess, Feebug. Fantastic.